Switching gears now, let's go ahead and check in with Josh. Josh, beautiful day out there.
A spectacular day. Seeing the skies opening up once again with the plentiful sunshine and helping those temperatures to yet again warm across much of the Pacific Northwest with a beautiful live look out over downtown Portland. There you go, Mount Adams there off in the distance as we are holding on to just a bit of that surface haze. But overall, our temperatures still very much so on the comfortable side at 54 degrees. And our winds out west at about 3 as our sunset tonight is at 4:45. So again, we continue to get them just a little bit later in the day, but up and down the I-5 corridor, managing to still hover in towards the low to mid 50s at this hour. Just about the same along the coastline, really shaping up to be a really nice Wednesday for much of the Pacific Northwest as our temperatures are gradually warming, at least over the past 24 hours. Just look at Bend, nearly 15 degrees warmer than we were at this point yesterday, seeing almost 10 degrees warmer out towards the Salem area and 2 for Eugene. As our satellite and radar is showing those cloud-free skies, we got just a few clouds hanging out over the Pacific. Eventually, they will start to march their way back into western Oregon and southwest Washington as we prepare for our next cold front. But before we get there, we still are going to be holding on to some of that stagnant air out towards the southern and southeastern sections of our state as an advisory remains in place through noon on Friday. That's when we get a cold front to kick its way through our area, and that will kind of help mix back up the atmosphere. So we'll start to lose some of that haze that's hugging the horizon right now as air quality for much of the Willamette Valley steers clear of any impact, with the exception out towards the Eugene Springfield area, and just the same for Coos Bay, falling back to about the moderate level. But as far as our showers past biking forecast goes, you got the green bikes to go for the rest of this evening as those temperatures slowly cool back into the low 40s with nothing but clear conditions. But eventually we'll trade out those clear skies for some patchy fog as we work our way through the rest of this evening. Now, high pressure, that's our dominant weather feature, unfortunately causing a lot of issues for our friends down in Southern California with those explosive and deadly wildfires. It's going to remain and keep this ridge over the western half of the country at least through Thursday as our friends out towards the Great Plains states, the Rocky Mountains, out towards the Great Lakes, and even as far south as the Lone Star State of Texas, dealing with bone-chilling conditions. Winter weather definitely ramping up through the central and eastern sections of the country as that slowly starts to retreat its way further to the north. That's as we have a cold front that swings through our area, dropping temperatures back closer to where they should be for this time of year, but also increasing that shower potential. But looking at least over the next 8 to 14 days, taking us all the way through January 22nd, likely going to be seeing drier than average conditions with an equal chance for above or below average temperatures. If anything, I really think we're going to start to settle into that average weather pattern as far as those temperatures go. With our future cast definitely holding on to some of those easterly winds for tonight, they will be calm in nature as that patchy fog develops for the start of the day tomorrow. We'll see some sunshine for the start, but by the evening, maybe picking up on a stray raindrop or two as that potential really starts to increase. There you go, the cold front swinging through the Pacific Northwest as we enter into the early morning hours on Friday. By about lunchtime, slowly drying things out as we put snow back on our mountains. As far as the rain accumulation goes through Friday evening, nearing just about a 1/4 of an inch to a 1/2 inch out along the coast as snow elevation levels start to tumble close to about 2,000 feet, but we will stay on the dry side. Tonight, patchy fog, 37 our expected low as our 7-day forecast does show the return of some sunshine for the mid-morning hours tomorrow. Then we cloud things back up again in anticipation of that cold front that will return the wet weather potential for Friday. Maybe a scattered shower here and there for Saturday into Sunday. Drying back out next week with temperatures in the upper 40s and more sunshine. So a very solid January forecast for us.
I mean, I'm loving it.
I am too.
Yes.
A little bit of everything for us.
Okay, thanks, Josh.
Yeah.
Coming up.